Women need a reason to have sex. Men just need a place. Sex at age 90 is like trying to shoot pool with a rope. I know a man who gave up smoking, drinking, sex, and rich food. He was healthy right up to the day he killed himself. Sex without love is a meaningless experience, but as far as meaningless experiences go, it's pretty damn good. I remember the first time I had sex, I kept a receipt. No self-respecting woman should wish or work for the success of a party who ignores her sex. The big difference between sex for money and sex for free is that sex for money usually costs a lot less. Woman is the dominant sex. Men have to do all sorts of stuff to prove that they are worthy of woman's attention. Love without sex is still the most efficient form of hell known to man. Sex appeal is not in your body parts. It's in you. There is no female mind. The brain is not an organ of sex. As well speak of a female liver. Sex is a bad thing because it rumples the clothes. We treat sex so casually and use it for everything but what it is, which is ultimately making another human being with thoughts and feelings and rights. I find that the three major administrative problems on a campus are sex for the students, athletics for the alumni, and parking for the faculty. My wife is a sex object. Every time I ask for sex, she objects. What most people in our culture mean by being lovable is essentially a mixture between being popular and having sex appeal. Sex without love is merely healthy exercise. The trouble is not that players have sex the night before a game. It's that they stay out all night looking for it. Sex is the mysticism of materialism and the only possible religion in a materialistic society. Why should we take advice on sex from the Pope? If he knows anything about it, he shouldn't. There is no age limit on the enjoyment of sex. It keeps getting better. Sex is as important as eating or drinking, and we ought to allow the one appetite to be satisfied with as little restraint or false modesty as the other. Sex is God's joke on human beings. Sex is more exciting on the screen and between the pages than between the sheets. Some things are better than sex, and some are worse, but there's nothing exactly like it. There's nothing better than good sex. But bad sex? A peanut butter and jelly sandwich is better than bad sex. My wife wants sex in the back of the car and she wants me to drive. An intellectual is a person who's found one thing that's more interesting than sex. Sex, the pleasure is momentary, the position ridiculous, and the expense damnable.